Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome Pisces to Channel Future Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do your end of July tarot messages for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Pisces. Take the messages that resonate with you. Toss the universe what does not. It's not meant, doesn't go. We're going to take a deep breath in as you do. I have totally lost my train of thought. I'm going to take that deep breath in, and whenever you feel inclined to, exhale. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Pisces. We've got chaos going around everywhere. I feel like total wave of transformation. There's a tidal wave of transformation, like just coming in for you. There's a sense of breaking free from something. As I say that, you can see the water. There's literally a wave coming in. So ships could be coming in for you in some way. Some abundance could be happening for you as well. You could be breaking free from something. There's definitely a sense of a new era is happening for you at this time, Pisces. We will take a look at these oracle cards at the end. We'll read them from the book. Hopefully they'll resonate with you in a powerful way. But we'll take a look at the oracle cards that I did grab while I was meditating on your energy, and then we'll jump into a Celtic cross. I found it ironic that you got the yin card, number 2, of that feminine energy of receptivity here coming. And I did take some notes, but I feel like this is a sense of letting someone else take the lead, something that maybe you aren't used to, or maybe that you have been too used to. I feel like there's a sense of receptivity that's happening here for you as well. But I found it interesting that you got the yang, masculine energy. That's all about movement, and it's in reverse. So definitely that sense of staying still, right? Pausing, letting things just happen in the flow, right? Letting someone else make the move, right? I feel like because you got the movement in reverse, suggesting that you kind of stay put as well. So be mindful of any tendency for impulse action. We also got 49 observer, and it came out sideways, and I felt like that was it. I kept saying I kept hearing you can't see the forest through the trees. There's something that suction cup to your nose that you may not be perceiving or seeing the way through. And that could be causing a lot of mental fluctuations within yourself and your energies going forward. We are going to take out that Celtic cross for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Pisces. It's coming in for the end of July for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Pisces. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You've been diligently working. I focused on work or not focused enough on work. Maybe it could be the indication there. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's a sense of, yes, you've got your mind a billion other places when it should be at work. I feel like you're just a little, I want to see, like, you can't see beyond a situation, something. You're really stuck in a situation here, I feel like. There's a real sense of that. You got the Hierophant, Taurus energy, traditions coming out in your obstacle. That could be what's keeping you. Your moral grounding, your traditions, what you believe in could actually be keeping you stuck in some way. I'm hearing yeah, that Page of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with that. I feel like you're not dancing to the beat of your own drum on that one. There's a sense of really everything. I feel like you have new ideas around a situation or how to get around the problem, and I feel like they're shot down immediately. I keep hearing that as well. But you're on sort of an intellectual mission to get to the bottom of something. I feel like you've been doing the same thing for a long time, Pisces, in some regard, and I feel like you're not wanting to do that. Queen of Wands in the recent past. I like that. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a positive energy for you because I feel like this is you kind of being in your in your flow, getting back into your flow here, Pisces. Even though you're not a fire sign, this could be also indicating in the recent past that there was a fire feminine energy that was sort of dominating, or a little bit protective, or a little bit yeah, harsh in that. We got that Five of Cups in reverse and coming into the near future. That is pain, and you're leaving pain and disappointment. You're leaving it behind. So that is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But whatever it is that's been causing you that pain and just, you know, sort of despair is sort of getting left behind here, right? It's just that sense of what is to be. And I think that's quite prevalent for you at this time. We have that Page of Cups at the bottom, right underneath the Page of Swords. So this is that someone offering, at the root of their energy, somebody offering their cup. And this could be you offering your cup of emotion to somebody. And I feel like maybe not being received widely here for some of you. We got the Queen of Swords here in reverse. Double Queens here out as they're over sort of all energy of the reading. I feel like you're not seeing clearly right now, right? The clouds are halfway up, and I feel like technically you would be seeing clearly, but you're not. It's in reverse. Something here is like, I feel like I keep hearing smoke and mirrors. Something isn't being presented to you accurately. We have that King, now King of Swords. So this could represent a power couple in your environment. They're both in reverse. So this was once something good that's gone sort of astray, right? This is once, you know, and they're kind of at battle with each other. And I feel like there's, you know, both sides of the fence not willing to come to, you know, any sort of emotional, peaceful energy, because this is all intellectual. A lot of swords energy here. Very little emotion coming out of here. We have that Four of Wands in your hopes and fears. Your hopes and fears were to build that perfect life, that castle, that life of, you know, happiness, white picket fence, you know, all those positive things. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You wanted, you know, the foundation to be strong. The foundation's gotten a little weak, and I feel like that's where you're breaking down here. We have that Page of Pentacles here as your outcome. You're sitting there contemplating, deep in contemplation here. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're looking at your money. You're feeling very sort of taken advantage of in a sense. I feel like somebody's been sort of bleeding the well dry here, so to speak. The Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck, the conflict, the Seven of Cups, decision. You know, you're contemplating something here that you wouldn't normally contemplate, but you believe, you know, in some, you're going to have to sacrifice something to get it. I don't necessarily think that's accurate, right? And you could be sacrificing, you know, a lot of pain to get a lot of peace here. Let's clarify the Hierophant, why that's in the obstacles. Can I clarify the Hierophant? Eight of Pentacles. You got the Eight of Pentacles as your situation. So this is definitely a situation for you. It's because it keeps coming in. It is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and that is that sense, judgment, awakening coming in for you. There's something that's clicking, that aha moment, a moment that is different, unique, that is maybe around money and foundations. Maybe you need to take a look at, you know, this rock bottom energy. This could be a job for you that's coming to a dead end, or this could be just that sense of you're working so hard towards something, but you're getting no results. And even though you're traditionally bound to this because you believe you're morally responsible, whether this is a relationship or a job, you know, you're not a quitter, right? And so for that, you keep putting in, but this is dead and gone energy. This is something you have to let go. The rock bottom, the bottoms already fell out, in my opinion here. And I don't think there is a lot to, and it could, you know, you put a lot of hard work and dedication into this. You put a lot of time and effort, and you wanted everything to be what it was, right? Can I clarify that Five of Cups, please? In reverse for Pisces. Four of Swords. Sleepless nights, yeah, you've had a lot of those. This is a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, you know, worry. Got the Ace of Swords either, and I feel like that is, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but that is you kind of drawing a line, triumph over, you know, misery. You're drawing that line in the sand. You know, win or lose, this is you getting to the bottom of something. the Empress in reverse, you haven't been nurturing your health, you haven't been nurturing your wealth, you haven't been nurturing self at all, and you're in a sense of mental despair because you don't know how to pull yourself out of this energy to put yourself into another energy. You're not seeing a lot of positive outcome. You're trying to remain hopeful, but the hope keeps kind of diminishing, and you know, you're starting to see that, you know, as time passes by, right, you know, days turn into weeks, turn into months real quick, right? And I think you're coming to see that your life is short, and you want to be holding on to something that is just not giving back to you in that same way. The Eight of Swords, you know, okay, so this power couple is a card of your own. Your restriction is your own making, right? You're staying here out of choice, right? For whatever reason. Four of Pentacles in reverse, right? Yeah, we're working on that foundation. You're working diligently towards, you know, that happy life, that white picket fence. You could be the only one in this sense. Eight of Cups, that need to walk away. You're resisting that need to walk away. You just can't seem to let go. Whatever is tying you to this, you know, 4-4 as well out here, as you know, as well as 8-8. There's a real sense of an epiphany that's happening for you emotionally, internally. You know deep down that what you're doing, staying in this situation, place, or thing, is bleeding your emotional and physical and, what, you know, every kind of well there is dry here. And you, at some point, you've got to determine what is, well, you know, what is best for you. Let's clarify that Page of Pentacles here, please, for Pisces. Five of Cups in reverse. Again, it's in reverse. That despair. You're so hurt. You're so hurt that you are struggling to see that there's something there left, right? There's still potential. There's still an outcome for you. The Chariot. You've got to get the determination to fight for self, fight for that, and get on back onto your game here, Pisces. This is, look at the Four of Wands is coming out again. You can have that Four of Wands. It keeps coming out here for you. You're striving. You want that life so bad. And you're willing almost to sacrifice these Nine of Swords, that rock bottom, that sleepless nights, the agony, the pain, and the suffering of trying to make something work that is just dead and gone and sort of left the building, and it's accepting it is the hardest thing we have to do, right? You're observing that from, you know, sidelines. You're looking at this from a perspective of both sides now. And that's fair, right? You're seeing beyond the situation. What is really meant for you? Let's take a look at these two cards for you. We will read them from the book here. We have Raise Them Up coming in for you, Pisces. We cannot choose the family into which we are born, nor at times do we have a choice into who we work with. We can choose our friends with that in mind. Why would we choose people who make us feel bad about ourselves? Or those who have made a habit of ridiculing others? It's time to stop making excuses for those who tear others down with the intent to harm. It is unkind, unnecessary behavior that does not achieve anything except to cause pain. The best friends we can have are those who encourage and support us. Their belief, their faith in us, and strengthens our belief in ourselves. Avoid those who seek to make you doubt yourself or your purpose. Critical and objective advice should be listened to and weighed, but those who are dismissive, who use backhanded compliments, or use emotional manipulation and punishment to prevent you from doing anything other than what they believe is best, should be given no power or freedom to do so. Be the friend to others that you deserve to have in your life and space. Raise them up and help them to see the good within themselves. Be a mirror of a good that you see in other people's hearts. I truly love that card. And look to the future, Pisces. Truly do this. Please look to the future. This is what's happening. To have goals and dreams is to have something to look forward to. Working to achieve a goal gives our lives both purpose and meaning. It gives us direction, something tangible in which to invest our time and energy, especially if our goal involves doing something that we love. It teaches us about commitment, dedication, and manifestation. Goals can motivate and help us to avoid distraction. While accomplishing a goal can be great for our self-esteem and confidence, in simply having goals, we are building our future. Achieving a goal or making a dream come true takes both planning and action. If you have an idea and you know that implementing that idea will improve your life, then now is the time to determine that course of action to take. What is your objective? Have you set realistic, achievable goals? And do you need to set smaller goals along the way, and what steps do you need to make to achieve the outcome that you desire. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. In other words, there will be both reward and consequence. There is something to gain, but it will come at a cost. There's always a price to be paid, so you need to be prepared. Also be mindful that your goal may need to evolve as time passes. Reevaluate. Ooh, bug. Ugh. Reevaluate as you move closer to your desired outcome and allow for change and new direction if required. It's time to look to the future, to plan, and then to act. Until next time, Pisces, namaste. Ugh.